Coming back at you with another movie review today. Today I'm going to be reviewing George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead. I have it on this box set. It's a Stephen King. It was Storm of the Century, and then on the back there's a bunch of movies on here. Um, 8 movies altogether on here. Of course, it's got Stephen King's Storm of the Century. But it's got the original Night of the Living Dead on here. Of course, Night of the Living Dead is a cult classic. It was made in 1968, directed by George A. Romero, obviously. And yeah, this movie kind of spawned like a whole bunch of. There were zombie films before this, but he kind of redefined, what a zombie movie is. And he kind of took from the idea that if you get bit by a zombie, that you turn into a zombie. I know he kind of came up with that idea. Now this movie is, like I said, it's a cult classic. It's basically stars. Let's see, forget who the stars in this movie are. John Russo wrote the screenplay for it. So you got Dwayne Jones that plays Ben. You got a character named Harry Cooper. His name is Carl Hardman. You got a character named Tom. Keith Wayne is played by Tom's character. Kyra Scone, Karen Cooper. I think she played the daughter in the movie. Yeah, and then you got some other actresses and actors. Then you got Judith O'Dea, who played Barbara. Yeah, it's a pretty simple thing. They did it in black and white. I think they could have done it in color, but I think George wanted to do it in black and white. It kind of added to it. I think that was his reasoning behind it. Yeah, pretty simple story. It starts off with these two characters, brother and sister, going to the cemetery to see their, I believe it was their father or their mother, or maybe both their parents. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen this one. Um, Yeah, they go there. And then a zombie comes rolling up on them, and that kind of starts the whole thing. And then her brother, that's with her, Barbara's brother, he ends up getting attacked by the zombie, falls down, hits his head on a tombstone, and dies. And she ends up getting away, running to this nearby farmhouse where she's at, and runs into the character of Ben. Um, Long story short, they basically, sit in this house, kind of fortify it up because they realize that there's a bunch of zombies outside. While they're doing this, um, come to find out, there's people downstairs already in the house. Um, Two of the people that are down there. One of them is the nephew to the uncle who owned the house, and then his girlfriend's with him. And then you got Harry Cooper and Helen Cooper down there with their daughter, which their daughter's been bitten before they got there. So throughout the movie, she's like turning into a zombie as well. By the end, she ends up turning into a zombie. Um, yeah, really not much to be said about this movie that already hasn't been said. It's Night of the Living Dead. It's George A. Romero masterpiece. It spawned like a whole bunch of zombie movies after this. Um, yeah. As far as special effects, I'm not sure who did the special effects in this. I know that Tom Savini was actually offered to do the special effects in this movie, but when he did, when he was offered it, I think he got sent over to Vietnam or one of the wars, whatever war he was in. I think it was Vietnam. But so, and he was a photographer in the war, in the army there, and so he wasn't able to do it. Um, he did end up doing the special effects for the sequels, Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead, and then I think he makes a brief cameo appearance in Land of the Dead. So, anyways, that's pretty much all I got to say about Night of the Living Dead. My next review will be on Dawn of the Dead. Thank you.